Hey, what is up, guys? Zebra here today, bringing you a really good battle I had last night. I think it was like an hour long or maybe more against Chuckkles22, if you know. So we're using kind of unconventional like pokes that you really never see in battles now. So I have my Catwoman out. I get the fake out in the T-wave, but he breaks past confusion with Arena and he hits me with the bug buzz, and of course that's gonna kill me because Catwoman doesn't really do anything. So I bring in Angry Flake, and he brings in his slow bro as I go for the light screen, kind of predicting the switch, because, I don't think that thing wanted to take an ice beam either way. So I switch into my Cacti as he goes for a belly drum on my switch, and he is, like, max out attack. But he just decides, and regeneration slow bro just kind of is just a thorn in my side. So I go for energy ball and on the switch as he brings in Salamence, gets the intimidate off, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go for toxic as he goes for sunny day, and kind of had me puzzled there. So what kind of Salamence this was? Chuckles, he has his own sets that he just comes up with, and they usually work really well. So, Sun Boosted Fire Blast with my light screen up almost kills me, but I missed the first Toxic, and I'm able to get the second one off, and able to poison this Salamence, and that's really good. So, his Salamence is now poisoned, light screen wears off, so I'm going to switch out, predicting another Fire Blast, and go into my Swanna. It's not my scarfed one. Apparently, I did put leftovers on it, but that helped me out even more in this match than that. So I take a Fire Blast like a champ with no with the sun still up and no light screen. It does over half, but he decides to switch out as I go for Ice Beam on his Electabuzz as he brings it in. And Electabuzz, I'm just like, I remember you. You're gonna set up screens, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna roost and just, get back to full HP as you set up a light screen, which is great. So he sets up the light screen, and then sunlight returns to normal, and I decide to switch out because, times 4 effective Thunderbolt I do not want to take from an Electabuzz. So I bring in Ice Fu, and it does a bit under half, and I hit it with a close combat, and it does nothing, and now he sets up a barrier, so, I'm not going to be doing anything to this Electabuzz. So I switch out and go into my Angry Flake, predicting the Thunderbolt, and knowing that Angry Flake can take it like a boss even without the light screen. So I just go for another Ice Beam just to see how much damage it does, as he goes for a Focus Blast, and it does a decent amount, I guess. It does a good chunk, and so his light screen wears off, and I just decide to go straight for the Ice Beam instead of setting up my own screen. So that pretty much kills his Electabuzz, and I'm like, hooray! So he brings back in his Slowbro, thinking he might want to go for another Belly Drum. I just go straight for the Recover, and as he does, he goes for the Belly Drum, and I'm like, hooray! So knowing he might want to, maybe he has like a water move, so I send in my Cacti to take a water move, but he has the Drain Punch, and kills my Cacti, which is kind of sad, but it was just all for that. So I send in my Scarfed Ice Fu and go for the payback, and of course it does nothing. So he goes for me first, which we were trying to think how me first worked, because he was using it on his Slowbro, and apparently it has to be faster than the poke that you're trying to attack to get the boost out of it, and because he thought it was priority. So I keep going for payback like a champ, I guess. I don't know, because Ice Fu right now really is not really useful to me so far from what I've seen his pokes that have come into the field. So I let my Ice Fu die because he had Rugged Helmet on his Arcanine, and I kept taking recoil, and I was really confused about that. So I go for the Surf, and I hit, and then I go for the Air Slash, and I miss as he gets Toxic off on me, and I'm just like, crap. So my Swanna is now poisoned, and I go for another Surf because it was doing pretty good damage. I figured Air Slash probably won't be doing that much, so he goes for the Nightshade, and I'm just like, okay. So he has Toxic Nightshade, so he is going to be probably on the stally side, so I go for an Air Slash, trying to flinch him before he can try and stall me. So he goes for the rest, and he gets all his HP back, and I'm just like, crap. So his Desukan is back to full HP, and I'm taking pretty good damage from Toxic, and I'm gonna want to get out of here. So I get up a roost to build up my HP back to almost full after lefties. After lefties, it'll be full, but Toxic is still gonna do a good chunk to me. So I take damage, and I'm going to switch out because Toxic damage is building up pretty big. So I bring in my Angry Flake, and I go for the light screen. Not sure why I would go for the light screen, but I just went for it because he goes for the Toxic on my Angry Flick and Toxics that. So he's Toxicking most of my recovering pokes, which is kind of bad. So he decides he's going to withdraw here and send in his Slowbro to take the Ice Beam. And it's not going to do anything to this Slowbro, because, you know, it's not very effective. I get the Freeze Hacks, but, you know, he carries Lumberry, so, you know, kind of neutralizes that out. So, I'm taking toxic damage, not taking much, but fearing a Drain Punch just right off the bat because of my HP. My defense is terrible. I switch into Obemu to take the Drain Punch like a boss because I resist it, and you know, I'm awesome. So I think I'm going to go for the Charge Beam here as he switches into his Desukan. Yes, I do go for the Charge Beam, and he switches, and it didn't do anything. I was trying to probably get a special attack boost, but he goes for the Toxic as I go for the Analyze Psychic, which is great, and it does over half, which is actually did about half, and my team's light screen wears off as he switches out, not wanting to take another Psychic. He switches into his Ninja Storm, thinking he could probably live the Psychic, but I don't know. Obemu's attack with Analyze is pretty good, so I'm going to take out the bug pretty easy, even though it resists. So he brings back in his Arcanine, and I'm like, okay. He goes for the Bark Out, which totally caught me off guard, because most of my team right now that's left is all special attackers. So, you know, he takes the Psychic like a champ, so, and I'm taking heavy, starting to take heavy toxic damage. As he goes for a Morning Sun, just, you know, get all his HP back up. A good amount of HP. As I go for Recover the same turn, so, you know, we both go for HP, but Toxic's still going to do a good chunk, like a 4th damage. So I'm going to switch out and bring back in my Ugly Duckling as he goes for the Bark Out again, and, you know, it drops my special attack by 1 stage, which is kind of bad. As you'll see later, you'll see how that turns out in his favor. So, him fearing the Surf is going to switch out into his Slowbro as I go for the Roost, which, you know, I kind of predicted. I was just like, okay, he's going to want to switch out of there, so I'm just going to build up the Roost to get my HP back, which is great. So I go for the Air Slash just to try and like flinch this thing, and it did flinch, which is great. And I'm just like, because Regeneration Slowbro is, I had him, you saw how low he was on HP, and then that switch out just, you know, brought him, you know, back up, which is terrible. So he goes for the Calm Mind, and I'm just like, okay, Air Slash isn't going to do anything now. So, you know, I forget what I do. Man, this match was so long. It was like 35 minutes when I recorded. Okay, so I switch out and decide to bring in Blackhead as he goes for another Calm Mind. I think this is when he starts to set up, but I think he's going. Okay, no, he goes for. I go for Charge Beam, but he is faster than me. Thus, the me first will work, and he will get like the. I think it's like 50% boost, 50% more damage, and hit me. But he gets a crit, which probably did kind of matter, and he gets a special attack raise because my Obemu is a special wall. Just not max HP, it's just max special defense, but you know, it's just how it is. But this time, I predicted me first and go straight for the Recover because I need Obemu to just like stay in here because he still has his Salamence left. So, and that Salamence is a huge threat, even though I have 2 ice types, but that Salamence is still a big threat. So he brings back in his Salamence to get in the Intimidate, and I go for another Recover, not wanting him to hit me with another me first. So, you know, it's good that he switched, so I'm gonna stay in because, you know, I have a trick up my sleeve. So he brings in his Salamence and he goes for the Rain Dance because he is running a dual weather Salamence, which really is really cool. But I pack the Hidden Power Ice, and that totally caught him off guard, and I'm able to easily take out the Salamence in like 1 hit. So, you know, my Obemu did pay off. So he's going to bring in his Arcanine. I'm going to switch out of here, knowing he's going to want to go for the Bark Out and go into my Swanna with the rain, which also the rain is up, and he gets a crit on the Bark Out, which really doesn't matter now because I have hydration on my Swanna, and since the rain is up, the Toxic is gone, and I don't have to really worry about that. So I know I'm fast. He's surprised that I'm faster because Swanna's like max speed is like 324. It's really good, but I go for the Roost, and I'm able to take the Dragon Pulse like a champ. Because Swanna does have some decent bulk, but I go from that Bark Out with the -1. I did a rain boosted stab, Surf, and it wasn't able to OHKO an Arcanine, or at least take it out with its HP left. But yeah, that Bark Out really really is pretty painful, I guess, because Selena's special attack is actually pretty decent. So I just go for the air slash again on his Slowbro, because we were still talking on Skype, because we were talking to each other. We were talking about the mechanics of me first, and he thought it was a priority, but apparently you have to be faster than the poke that you're using me first for. I don't really get it, but I guess it's just like you go for the move that your opponent does before he uses it. I don't know. So I'm just air slashing this Slowbro just to just to get this out of the way, because that Slowbro was a pain in my side. So he has his last poke, which is the Desukan, and I decided to switch out into my Obemu just to hit it with Psychic, because it does a lot of damage to it. But he goes for the heal block, which prevents me from doing recover and lefties, which was really good, because like 2 of my other pokes are poisoned, and he can always poison my Swanna again, and so he's going to try and just heal block and toxic stall me, while resting off the damage. But Psychic is doing a lot of damage to Obemu, and a lot of damage to Desukan. I'm easily going to be able to 3-hit KO this Desukan. So he's still asleep, and I hit it with another Psychic, and that was GG Chuckles. That was a really good battle, Chuckles. I think that battle in real time over Wi-Fi was probably like a little over an hour. It was a long battle. Even recording it was like 35 minutes, so I had to boost it up to times 3 speed to, get it at, it's like 12 minutes apparently, but, it doesn't really matter to me how long it is. It was just because it was a really good battle, Like, Chuckles always brings, a lot of original sets on pokes that really did work out. He's going back to rework his Slowbro, because that me first kind of did matter, because it wasn't what he thought it was, and it wasn't helping him out in the match that much, only on my Bemu. But here's a link to his channel. I know most of you guys already know him, but go check out his videos and stuff and his battle. He just got back, and he's getting into Gen 5, and he's still learning, and he wants to just I guess he wants to get more battles in. Just make sure you just bring some originality to your battle, not like Sandstorm Doryuzu or Scarf Sanzandora or Specs Latios Latios, all those gay stuff. But it's all good. But there's a link to his channel, and then my NFE tournament is still going on, and I'm still have a few slots left. I got some of the prizes figured out that I want to get, but I just need a day off to go look for them. I mean, just go out and shop and grab what I want for the prizes. But yeah. Make sure if you aren't signed up for my NFE tourney that you guys do sign up, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, I'm nearing 13 minutes, or I'm actually over 13 minutes, and I'm going to have to cut the video now so I can at least upload it to YouTube. So I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.